All right, everybody, we're going to do some predictions today. We've got North America Regional number 2 for the spring split going down. As you guys can see at the top, $100,000, blah, blah, blah. There is 16 teams. We got some new faces in here, like Scuba Squad. Sup with their new iteration of their team. Nefarious is back. So Stromboli has been remade with Kinsey and the boys. So we've got some interesting ones. I will say, looking at these groups, why is this and this thing while this is this thing? Group B is weird. That's all I'm saying. You look at Group A and you're just like, why is FaZe, Rogue, and Space Station all in the same? And then you're like, oh yeah, because Space Station went 9 and 12, and and you look at some of that. So A and C are pretty stacked. I will put that out there. Recent results, United's been looking good. XSET for some reason has been popping off in the grid. Maybe they'll be able to bring that back. Kansas City Pioneers been playing pretty well lately. Version 1 has been up and down. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this one plays out. We're going to go through the matches in the rounds one by one for A, B, C, and D. We're going to try to give you guys our top 5 and who's getting eliminated. So I can tell you right now, to make this real easy, I'm not going to waste anybody's time for those that want to know my opinion on it. But I have a feeling you get eliminated, you get eliminated, you probably get eliminated. You might put up a fight, like possibly Ghost or PK. We'll find out. And Nefarious get eliminated. Those should be your teams in the bottom. I assume that's how things will go. Group C gives me a little bit of a question mark. A little bit of unsurety about Group C. Because I know Sup has some talent on that roster. So we'll see what happens. But that's where I'm at for now. So we'll see how it lines up when I type these out. So, game 1. We got Rogue versus Scuba. Rogue has been playing like Dookie, so I expect them to give up a game. All their games have been going the distance for whatever reason. It's going to be 3-1 for Rogue. FaZe should clap Alpine, but FaZe is also on a 7-game losing streak. Alpine is actually playing like they don't care. No consequence, full ball chase, and despite that, they still lost to version 1. FaZe has a really annoying playstyle. I think that one will be closer than people expect in 3-2. I think it's a good start to round 1. Game 2, Space Station and Rogue. I think Space Station is actually playing better than Rogue right now, but Rogue late game is very scary. I could see Space Station going up 2-1 and then Rogue getting the last 2. I think I'm going to give it to... Oh, shoot. That one's tough. This one comes down to what I see Rogue. If I see Rogue doing... You know what? We'll give it to Rogue. We'll give it 3-2 Rogue just because they have the warm-up match. We'll give it to Rogue. Alpine should beat Scuba 3-1. Although Alpine tends to let people back into series. I hope they close it out strong. FaZe versus Scuba. FaZe should win 3-1. Screw it. 3-0. FaZe will clap because I don't think Scuba can stop AJ. Although Oath and the boys are actually pretty good on Scuba. Don't count them out lightly. I just think that they're just outclassed in their group. And then Space Station Alpine, I think Space Station should win 3-1. Alpine has a very chaotic, annoying playstyle, but Space Station is one of the best teams at challenging frequently and often. They always have someone backed up and ready to go. Their offense has been looking pretty good. So we'll give it to Space Station. Rogue versus Alpine. I think Rogue is just a better version of Alpine and should win that one. FaZe versus Space Station. Ooh. Can Space Station handle AJ? That is the question. I think so. That one will be a good series. I think we go with the upset. We'll go with Space Station. Upset meaning the high seed versus low seed. I think we're going to go with Space Station. 3-2. Space Station should then close out strong against Scuba. I think Space Station is built to beat a team like Scuba. Rogue FaZe last one, though. Ooh, that's exciting. I got to give it to Rogue. I think Rogue's just too much. We'll go 3-2. I think they'll put up a really good fight. I think this group is actually really exciting to watch. I'm really excited for this group. If we go based upon my results, that is what? How many wins for each? And I'm just going to put wins on the sides. I don't think Rogue's going to go 4-0 with how they've been playing, but you never know. So they get 4 wins. Scuba doesn't win a single one. They're out. Alpine would put them at 1 win. FaZe, that would put you at 2-2. Same thing for Space Station, right? I do think Space Station might go 3-1, and then you could see Rogue going 3-1. So that's what I have for the wins. I don't need to reorganize, but you guys should be able to tell. Next, let's go to Group B. Group B is kind of weird. There's definitely some strong teams. Your 2 favorites are Kansas City Pioneers and version 1. Both teams, I think, right now are fighting for the 7-8 spot in power rankings. I think they're both pretty equivalent there. Sometimes it's KCP. Sometimes it's version 1. Depends on who's playing on the day. I will say for version 1, very weird first day. They have to play the first round, but then they don't play the second round, and then they play the third round. So they have a 45-minute break of just nothing. I've got to cast that. I have no idea. This will be going on today, actually, or tomorrow. This happened yesterday when this video comes out. This will be yesterday this happened. I don't know how the heck we're going to fill it. It'll be interesting to see how it plays. So I'm doing predictions a little bit late, but Season 3 update had to come out. Also, everybody in chat, appreciate you all being here for the YouTube video and stuff. Say hi. Hi, YouTube. Tell people to subscribe. Do whatever you got to do. But if I don't respond to chat, it's just because I'm busy. So KCP versus Stromboli. KCP's been looking pretty spicy. We'll give him a 3-1. V1 versus 72 PC. I don't know how much practice V1 has against 72 PC. Spider's also been doing pretty helpful. It goes to game 5 because that's what V1 does. That'll be a little bit of a heartbreak. It'll come down to the wire. Either V1 comes out of the gate and just claps them. I could see it 3-1 as well, but Spider's been putting up a pretty good change to 72 PC. I just think V1, if they're on, is like god tier. KCP versus Charlotte Phoenix. I think that one will be 3-1 as well. I think the former Loco, now Charlotte Phoenix squad is actually very underrated. But they don't show it all the time. That could also be V1 just allowing them back in the last time I saw them play. 72 PC versus Bully. This is for the battle of last place, possibly. Charlotte Phoenix. I could see a tie. 72 PC or Stromboli. Last time Stromboli was in, they had a really rough time. This one will go to 5. We'll give it to 72 PC. We'll give them a nod. We'll give him a nod. I think what Spider's been doing over there has been pretty dang good. V1, I hope 3-0s Stromboli. There's no reason not to. V1, so they'll let a game happen. Charlotte Phoenix for 72 PC. If 72 PC is beating Stromboli, will they also beat Charlotte Phoenix? This one's going to go to 5 as well. I think this one's really close. I would have to look at previous results, but I don't want to do that. I just want to go with my heart. And my heart says pay attention to chat. Chat, what do you guys think? Charlotte Phoenix for 72 PC. What do you think? Charlotte Phoenix? I think that's fair. I think it'll be a 3-2 for Charlotte Phoenix. I think that is fair. There's a lot of talent on the team. Andy and those boys are pretty good. KCP versus 72 PC. KCP should smack these boys. We'll give them 3-1 because it's a safe pick. V1 has had their number lately. Probably 3-1 as well. Last day, Charlotte Phoenix versus Bully. Charlotte Phoenix, I think 3-1 again is fair. KCP versus V1. I think V1 can take that. They have been dominating Charlotte Phoenix lately, or Kansas City Pioneers lately. I think that is doable. The recent head-to-head for Kansas City Pioneers and V1 has heavily favored V1. And the only reason I know that matchup is because I've watched it every single time lately. So Kansas City Pioneers have been playing quite well, but V1 has beat them. With that stated, we'll go from top to bottom. KCP is 1 win, 2 win, 3 win. So they're 3-1. V1, 4-0 for KCP. Would love to see them have the high seed. Stromboli did say they would be the ones getting eliminated. And then I could see the other boys going neutral. PC, 1 win. And what about Charlotte Phoenix? 2 wins. Now to Group C. This is what we consider a gauntlet of sorts. I do think Group A is much harder than Group C, but having G2 and Energy in the same group is pretty spicy. G2 with Drees, been looking pretty good, even working in some of those fake pass plays. You saw Rizzo bring it up in his watch party. And plays where they purposely fake for third player, and it works out. G2 with Drees, been looking pretty solid. Decent performances in the grid. Will that same performance carry over to the more pressure that is regionals? I'm going to put this out there right now. No one is beating Energy. Energy looks absolutely cracked. They will win all their matches. I have no doubt about that. Just going to get it out of the way. This one will be a 3-0. Energy also has to do the same thing as V1. That'll also be a 3-0. Ghost will probably take a game. And then this might go... They might put up some front. I think G2's looking pretty good, but against Energy, well-oiled machine. Good luck. You know what? Actually, I agree with you on that, chat. I think if they're going 3-1 against... They'll go 3-1 against PK as well. I think that's fair. I hope it goes to 5 for entertainment purposes. I don't think it will. Let's take a peek at G2. G2 should beat Sup. I think they have a little bit of a weird start, but close it out pretty strong. Against Ghost, I could see it like this, which gives them 3 wins. Ghost Gaming. So we got PK and Sup. PK should... Ooh, that's going to be close. We'll give it to PK. Actually, no, I could see Sup winning that one. We're going to give it to PK because of the coach, as well as being longer together. PK beat G2 in the grid. Yep, but this is more time with Drees. Understand, the more and more that Drees gets to play with the team, the better they're going to look. And they've been performing quite well. I think Sup is a very talented roster, but PK's got the coach, the ability to bounce back, and they've been together longer. A little bit more synergy. So we'll give it to them. Ghost versus PK. I think PK is the better team, but it is usually a fight for sure. And then Ghost versus Sup. I want to do some chaos. Let's do Sup getting a win. Why not? That's our one upset. Screw it. For Sup, that puts them at 1 win. For PK, that puts them at 2 wins. Oh, shoot. Did we have Ghost getting eliminated? I'm okay with it if it happens. Does Ghost get eliminated, chat? It's going to come down to that last game. That's what I want in life, chat. I am chaotic neutral. I want to see it come down to the last game. I want everything to be on the line. I want that pressure to come down to that last game. Sup wins or Ghost wins. Who wins goes in. I'm down. That's what we hope for in life. I think you can flip a coin on this series at times. Let's see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Last group, we got Group D, final. Pretty easy here. We can do this, I think, convincingly. The rest are interesting because XSET has been playing very, very well. I have not gotten to see it. The only time XSET put up any remote fight was against version 1 when I saw it, and they got 3-0'd. So though the matches in the series was extremely close, V1 still swept them. So we'll see how that goes. But against some of these other teams, I think it's possible. I don't know if we're going to get some more Roll Diz magic out of Sonics. We have not seen it since the last regional. So interesting to see how that goes. United's defense has been extremely frustrating. Dapper has been a great addition to that roster, and it is playing out quite nicely. So that is a thing. I think V1 should have beat them in the grid, but V1 played pretty poorly. But I do think Nefarious is going to be the one knocked out. So defense versus defense, Envy is one of the best. They'll push up 3-1. Envy will 3-0 Nefarious. Nefarious doesn't stand a chance against Envy. Envy versus Xset. Hope for 3-2. I could see Xset also maybe pulling an upset with how they've been doing. It's been kind of weird. Envy also lost to Alpine, I think it was. I forget who lost. Envy lost to somebody like that recently. And then Sonics will give a game. That's how you get your 4 wins for Envy. Next up, let's do Xset. They've already taken the L from Envy. And if I expect them to play the same way, I think this one will be a nail biter. Xset gets the win. Xset over Sonics 3-1. No, 2-3. This one is kind of the coin toss for me. I don't know how that one's going to go out. What version of Sonics is going to happen? Sonics Nefarious. Sonics, I think, will get their first win. 3-1. United versus Nefarious. Could be a battle. Dap Magic. Ooh, another close series. Sonics, I think, can beat United. I think it'll be another close one. This group is actually really close. Other than Envy, I think this group is super close. And then Xset, I think, should beat Nefarious pretty convincingly. So if we do that, let's start with the Sonics. I have them go 2-2. As for Xset, 3. As for United, 1 win, I think, is all we have. Yeah, that's what I have for the predictions, chat. That's what I have moving forward. Scuba Squad, Stromboli, Ghost, or Sup. I think it could be Ghost. I think it could be Sup. It's going to come down to that last game in round 5, which I'm really excited to see. And then possibly this game. This game could be a decider too between United and Nefarious. I think United's going to put up some pretty good fights, though. I have them only with 1 win. I could see them possibly swapping spots, though, with Sonics. I think United, Sonics, and Xset could flip quite a bit. I'm really happy that the groups actually have them playing each other, because I do feel that'll be interesting to see on who comes out on top based upon what we've seen in the grid recently. I'm excited for that group. I think Group D is going to be pure chaos. I'm a fan of it. So that is what I have for predictions. Hopefully you guys agree. And if you don't, you guys know what to do. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure you guys will make your voices heard as always. But if you enjoy the content, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next time.